Take two. I had to restart my live because I didn't have the right title. But we're back. Perfect timing. This is the right timing. I wanted to do a meditation today on releasing resistance, which is usually the goal in meditation for the most part, I would say. You want to get yourself into, the relaxed position, which allows you to be more receptive instead of just constantly allowing your thoughts to take over. So, I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to share this practice because I woke up this morning to a lot of very loud noise happening all around me, and my first thought was that that wasn't a very ideal situation, for meditation. And then it got me thinking, well, why do I have to have a completely perfect environment? Why do I have to have every single thing completely quiet, nothing disturbing me, I cannot have any distractions while I'm meditating, I kind of started pondering about that, and I was like, that's a very interesting and not true thought that I just accumulated. And so I was dissecting it a little bit, and I was just kind of, seeing like how untrue that was, And so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to, if you click on this video, most likely in the future you find yourself perhaps in a position where you are not in an ideal position. Like maybe there's a lot of loud noise going on in your household, or I was telling a story about maybe your neighbor is doing construction. And you just hear, I think I said like the Home Depot theme song keeps playing in your neighbor's backyard because there's a bunch of workers doing like crazy shit. And it takes like weeks, so you just gotta like deal with that. So it's a situation like that where you're kind of like, this is kind of annoying. This is low-key annoying me, and it's just in the background, and I just want it to go away. In this meditation, maybe we can learn how to somehow find the being in that thing that is actually annoying us the most. Why not? It's just a little practice, I just thought. Just a fun little thing. And it really brings, you just want to just become aware of all the thoughts that you've had about it so far. Like, it could be literally anything. You could even do this for just anything that's been on your mind that you feel like has been disturbing you. It's really just getting into the present moment, getting yourself actually in the uncomfortableness and sitting with it and just listening to it. Not really forming an opinion about it, though. Letting go of that part and just really observing it. Getting maybe even a little curious about it. Ask some questions about what you think about it. Get curious. I'm going to tune in on Twitch and then we'll get started. I just recently finished my first 100 hours to be certified to become a meditation teacher. Apparently I do have my certificate already for completing 100 hours. I haven't printed it out yet though. But I'm going to do another, I think, 200 hours. And that is a wonderful milestone for me. I know I still have a lot of things that I need to learn, but I've been able to recap a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff's coming back to me, and I'm just, the more and more I get into it, the more I realize how much this is definitely what I'm most passionate about. I could dedicate my whole life to just this part. So, thank you. If you guys are interested in the meditation parts, just know that I'm still growing. I recently figured out that I've been not doing very well meditation. In meditation, there's always a very clear beginning, middle, and end. I tend to go off in the tangents once I start, getting in the downloading receptive mode, and I just kind of start spewing whatever comes out of my mouth. which isn't the best way. So I feel like there's the relaxation period. You get relaxed. And then the middle period is the part where you are supposed to, receive information. But I think I extend it for a little too long. Maybe sometimes. We'll see. And then a very, very clear end, which I think I have a hard time with too. The very clear end where you open your eyes, you come back to reality. We are no longer in the meditative state. We consciously bring ourselves back to single perspective awareness. So I'm going to try to start doing that a little bit more. We're just going to go for it, all right? I'll shut the fuck up now. Okay, so here we are. Sit or lie down. Really ask yourself what would feel the most comfortable right now. We're going to get super, super loosey-goosey, okay? And depending on where you may be, the thing that is disturbing you could perhaps be very, very, very apparent right now. Like right in your face, maybe. And if that is the case, and if it's very, very intense, that your job right now is to really just start breathing very deeply and envision yourself really just breathing in all of those feelings and just really allowing it to express itself in the way that it feels necessary, which can look different for everybody. So don't judge it. Just see how it appears. Like for me right now, breathing in, it feels like my heart is like a maraca, and it's just like going like this back and forth in my chest, and I want to like but it's like an unsettledness though. It's not like a happy maraca. It's like a, oh God. So just kind of feel it and be like, oh. And if there isn't really anything going on, then you can just either, if breath is your thing, you can start doing some box breathing, counting to the breath of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then holding your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. If that's your thing. I really like using numbers, I've noticed, actually, in meditation, which is a weird thing for me because I'm not a brainiac at all. But I really do feel like it gets you very, very focused if you just really see the numbers in your mind. So let's all, I think, into this meditation. This is just one of the many ways that we can use to really induce relaxation in the body, is we really, with our powerful, powerful focus, really commit to just these 4 numbers in our mind and really sync it up with our breath. Really make it a dance that happens between you, because you become interested in it once you really get involved with it. It's not a boring thing. And you can feel the synchronicity between the two, and it's very, very beautiful. So I encourage it. It's so fun. Let's do it, okay? Let's inhale to 4. Hold it. Exhale. And you may be, now hold it, still experiencing a lot of sensations. Just allow it to happen, okay? Don't push it away. We're going to inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Just experience it, but then also in the back of your mind have the numbers. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3. Wow. 4. Big, 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 big inhale. Okay, we're just going to... And any part of your body right now that hasn't really gotten the relaxation memo right now, I just want you to imagine yourself giving it a kiss. And that kiss just like allows it to just burst into this realization of, oh, I can totally let go right now. Okay? Big, big, big inhale. And then just release it all. We're not even going to hold it this time. Okay, let's do the box breathing for just a couple more breaths. And then we're just going to, if you feel like your mind isn't quite there yet and you kind of still need to focus on that, like your mind is still kind of taking over, continue to do that for as long as you feel, until you can feel like there's sort of just a little bit of more space between the mind activity, if that makes sense. So yeah, but yeah, let's just really commit to this, because it's so much fun when you really, with the base of your diaphragm, it's so powerful. Our breath is so powerful, my friends. If we only knew. Tap into that right down there at the real base of your diaphragm, okay? Really activate it now if you haven't now so far. Really down there. You gotta kind of engage your core. It's an exercise, okay? Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2. Wow. 3, 4. Woo! Inhale. Wow. Holy cow. There's like a whole like energetic shift thing happening in my body right now. Hold on. Wow, that was intense. It just like started right here, and it's still. Okay. Wow, okay. Whew. I feel like let's just take a few moments to just really breathe very, very, very deeply. If If your mind is silent, this is the time. To just listen and allow the feeling that arises whenever a certain thing that bothers you, a certain sound comes up, a certain feeling arises in your body. Let it happen. Just really, for the first time in your life, maybe be like, walk up to it and be like, you know what? Hello, nice to meet you. I made cookies. Would you like some? Invite it. Give it the feeling of invitation, if you can. It's hard. This is super, super intense. My whole body is trembling. And it's okay. Just allow your body to experience what it feels like it needs to. You might be surprised to find out that this little tiny annoyance is actually just a huge, huge, huge cover-up for a much deeper disturbance inside of you that needs to be resolved. Fuck, right? Yeah. That's usually. So just allow it. Wow. We're just having an honest experience together. I'm in the thick of it myself as we speak. And my heart is just, oh, my poor little heart. She's crying. My heart is crying, you guys. Just allow it to happen. Notice where else in your body it arises first. For me, obviously, it was so fucking clear. It was in my heart. It literally felt like a... whew! Burst. Be aware of the emotions you're feeling as well. How do I feel emotionally? Maybe you could start asking yourself certain questions during this receptivity point in time. Your subconscious can just kind of offer you, could just kind of bubble up stuff, and you can become conscious of a lot of things just by simply asking yourself in this meditative state just random questions, especially if you're feeling something very emotionally turbulent. See your emotional self almost as a separate entity, like you're observing this inside of you as you're experiencing it, but at the exact same time you're also watching the being that is you experiencing it as well. Watching it all happen in its perfection. Even though it doesn't feel like perfection sometimes. Wow. So just a couple of ideas of things that you could maybe ask this aspect of yourself, this part of yourself that you've really embodied, just this annoyed person, like you've really just like become as if that was just the only part of you, is this person who's irritated about this thing or has some kind of burden that they think is preventing them from living their best lives. because it won't get out of the way or shut the fuck up. It's very hard. It's not a comfortable energy to embody. I will say that. It's definitely not. And so, a couple of things that you could maybe ask this aspect of yourself is maybe, how old do you feel? Like, forget about your age for a moment. Just how old does this being, this entity that is just so annoyed and like just wants this thing to shut up or go away, or maybe even give it attention and stop giving other things attention. Just a sense of, I'm not getting what I want. How old does that energy feel to you? You can maybe just kind of wrestle with that. It's just one of the questions that you could ask this aspect of yourself. So you can think really big, just really anything you feel inclined to ask. You're just becoming more and more aware of a true aspect of yourself. Therefore, once you begin to understand how you can better meet its needs, then maybe you won't get so annoyed by certain things. Because it won't trigger you. It won't trigger a response in you. Because you already have that need met directly. If that makes any sense. So we're just going to sit here and get to know this aspect of ourselves. You may still be feeling very, very intense emotions, depending on how truly annoyed you are and in the thick of maybe not the most peaceful space. So take advantage of it. Do what you can with the present moment. If you can't change something, it's madness to be resistant to it. So it's invited. Get curious. Ask questions. You can't do anything wrong by asking questions. Just remember to breathe very, very deeply. And we'll just give ourselves a little bit of time, and when it is time to come out of the meditation, I will snap my fingers 3 times and tell you to open your eyes, so you'll know then. But let's just be here in silence for a moment and get to know ourselves. This can be a very painful process depending on what you ask. I mean, anything you ask is going to reveal a truth to you that you may have not actually known because you've never explored this part of yourself. Just give it a try. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. You could just... Sometimes it's funny to get to know what kind of strange answers just come up, you know? It's not always doom and gloom stuff. Sometimes it is, though. So, we've embodied this resistance and really have gotten to know it, hopefully. I encourage you to try this practice on your own, too. Because usually it's a good thing to just really give this a lot more time, you know, as far as like the really getting to know certain aspects of yourself like that. It is a really, really fun thing that you can do. And it usually takes a little bit more time, but I just kind of wanted to introduce it a little bit. I've never really done it myself. I just kind of felt encouraged to do it because of my current circumstances. So whatever came up, that's what came up. And depending on where you are, you can continue this. If you don't feel like it's completed and you want to do more and you have more questions that you want to ask, then just keep those pretty eyes closed. And if you would like to come out of the meditation, then you can take one giant deep breath and just kind of look back at all the things that maybe have come to your realization, have them all at the forefront of your mind, and maybe all the things that have been happening to you in the past, recently, you know, any kind of burden that's been maybe not happening right now, but like has been a burden on you and from the past, and you still think about it today. I want you to really like imagine it all just accumulating in your hands, and then you're just throwing it up in the sky. And after that, you can imagine whatever you want happening to all of those not so serving thoughts. You could like imagine like some kind of ninja coming through and like slicing it all. You could imagine it just like exploding. Whatever you want, whatever tickles your pickle, as I like to say. Really visualize that. And so with that, there should come like this very nice, okay, release regardless of where you are. And I'm going to bring us out with 3 snaps. And you can open your eyes. Okay. That was unexpected. I did not know that that was going to happen, but I never know what's going to happen when I sit down here and do something I've never done before. So, yeah. That's how it goes. Thank you guys so very, very much. I have no clue. That was kind of crazy. Huh. That was a very, very interesting experience. If you I don't know if anybody else will. I don't know if I introduced the process properly or not, but damn. Hopefully I was able to detail like how that all went so somebody could actually like do that, because that was kind of intense and also very necessary. Damn. Okay. Well, I'm gonna bid you adieu because I'm quite speechless by that. But I love you, and I hope that you consider meditation throughout your day, or at least have some kind of practice. I think next week I might introduce a morning sadhana, which is what I should do every single morning. First thing in the morning before I do anything else. I want to introduce to you a certain sadhana practice that I learned through my meditation teacher course, which I did for I think a straight year, and then afterwards I kind of just started like venturing off into other meditations which weren't as successful, which then ended up with me falling out of meditation for a little while, which sucked. So I need to get back on that hard schedule. I kind of have something going on right now and it's been amazing, but I want it to be solid, and I want you guys to have a solid practice too. So that'd be awesome if I could share mine and what I know has worked for me when I was very, very deliberate with it. It did work wonders. So maybe I can share that next week. I hope so. Anyway, love you. I know my hair is crazy. I literally look like, I don't know. I look crazy. I don't know what's happening. Sorry. I'm gonna get into wigs soon, so don't worry about it. But thank you for watching. Love you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Choose love.